This isn't the story they tell you in business school, but it's one that actually saves lives. My business wasn't built from strategy or certifications. It was built on the result of survival. From a lifetime of transformations, not just physical, but emotional, spiritual, and energetic. When I was 7 and my parents divorced, I became the woman of the house. I had so much responsibility. I had so much trauma I was going through at the time and didn't know about it. I was cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, all the things. And at my mom's, I was always alone. She was never home. Whole story for another day. And by middle school, things were so bad with my mom and I that I ended up moving in with my dad full time. But then by the time I was 17, my dad passed away from cancer. The next 10 years, I struggled in a really crappy marriage, battling, and then my mom passed when I was 28 from an. Those years forced me to grow up fast. I was a mom by 19 and I was divorced before I was 30. And all of those years forced me into some serious inner work and to face pain that most people spend their whole lives avoiding completely. I know it because I've met them and they are currently suffering as a result. But it ended up teaching me how to self-soothe, how to heal, how to be someone different, how to not repeat the patterns that I was used to and accustomed to. And I learned how to listen inward. I learned about my intuition. It's a thing. And I turned my pain into purpose. I think we all have that gift. Not everybody sees it in this lifetime. But after spending years in shitty relationships, different forms of abuse, and that got me to a version of myself that I didn't like. I didn't recognize, I didn't own, I didn't want to embrace. I hated the person I was for so long. But my divorce was the breaking point. I didn't just lose 300 pounds. It was painful, it was chaotic, it was messy, it was a total mind effery, it was emotional, but it was the chapter that cracked me wide open. It was the moment that I literally stopped abandoning myself and found her. Like, she was out there in the dark. I grabbed my leash, I pulled her back, we found her, we built her, we healed her. I have lived in survival mode. It's dark and heavy over there. Battled from age 13 into adulthood. I slept in my car at one point, dropped out of high school and went and got my GED later. But I was carrying this deep scarcity mindset around food and money and relationships and love and safety. And I learned how to rewire all that to create safety in my body and abundance in my mind. And that is the work that lives inside everything that I teach. Those moments became my credentials because I don't just know transformation. I have lived it in every form, from self-destruction to self-devotion, from codependence to confidence, from panic to peace. That's why I do this work, because no matter what you've been through, you can rewire it, rise from it, and rebuild a life that actually feels like yours, one that you like and thrive in, one with purpose, peace, joy, whatever that looks like for you. And even now, I still drop my power sometimes. It's usually when I start questioning my worth, my pace, my impact. But when things slow down and that old version of me starts whispering, work harder, do more, prove it. You're not enough. You're not doing enough. There's more. And I'm not satisfied on that level, but I know that's just the old me and the old